and now I have a safe way out. Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival, day number 3. Today I'm going to go out, probably gather some resources, and probably build, or at least get the necessary resources to build an HV. Right now I'm going to go ahead and at least arm myself. I'm going to go into tech tree, and I'm going to go to weapons, and I unlock the shotgun, because that thing is awesome, especially early game. So rifle is also good, especially when you're attacking like a outpost or something like that. Now that that's unlocked, I'm going to go to my survival constructor over here, and I will click on this icon that looks like it says weapons items on it, and I will make myself a shotgun, and I'll make some shotgun cells. I don't have a pistol. Pistol is kind of pointless in this game, but I guess if I ever ran out of shotgun rounds, pistol works. So I'll make one of those. And some ammunition for that. No, that's not an assault rifle. I thought for a second I could pull an assault rifle. Chainsaw, so that way we can mine some trees and make some fuel. I did not mention this before, so I'll mention it now. When I got my survival tool equipped, I will right click, and that's so I can choose between defensive mode, which is for attacking enemies, research drill for mining ores on the planet, and salvage mode. Salvage mode is what I use to just, as long as there's no core and POI or anything, actually, you can use your salvage and you can get at least some other components back. And that dang bug got me again. I have not even armor yet, so I'm super easy to kill. I was trying to take a bug out with my survival tool. It got me before I got it. So I'm gonna go collect my stuff, kill it again. We are now armed and loaded. I got myself a pistol, got myself a shotgun with 150 rounds. I have an extra 150. I'm not gonna take it with me, just in case I die somewhere and I can't get to my backpack, a drone attack or whatever. Always make sure that if you create a new gun, you reload it by pushing R. Shotgun has limited range, and only 5 shots per clip, but it does do a decent amount of damage. It's really good early on to just deal with all the annoying bugs that are in the area. Also, you can push tab, and you can go to the thing that looks like a spaceship, and that is the Steam Workshop. This Empyrion game has multiple blueprints already built into it, and I have some of my own, which I'm not seeing. Well, that's unfortunate. Heavy Miner is mine. Space Farm is just a farm I created on a multiplayer server just so I can have a bunch of resources. And I also have a custom built HV and SV, and I don't know why it's not showing up. I'll try to figure that out. I recently updated to a solid state hard drive. That's the whole reason I started recording videos. I started playing Empyrion because I love playing it, and all of a sudden it said you can push this combo key and you can start recording your stuff. So that's what got me the whole YouTube thing. I had a lot of other builds I put on just my regular standard hard drive. So what I did is I went into my Steam Workshop, got all the files I created, and then all the items that were not visible on this server, I subscribed to. So the Recon 1 is my level 5 HV. It's not very good, but it does have armor locker and it will get you around. Medium transport, also not very pretty, but it has some cargo capacity and it can survive for a while in a fight. Explorer 1 is a very low level cost for SV. And make sure you got an HV, and it's not going to protect you in combat, but if you want to just rapidly explore, it works really well. Well, it looks like I ran out of copper, so I'm going to go grab some copper. There's some, so I can actually continue to build the chainsaw and everything else that I want. Stinking bugs. These things attack me for no reason. I guess apparently if you get too close to them, they start attacking you. I just say if you see them, kill them. Because there's been countless times where I've been busy building something or just minding my own business and they attack me. Anyway, not get the experience. It's very easy to get lost in such a big world, so in this game you can create waypoints. Since this right here is going to be my base location, I'm going to go ahead and push M for map. And I'm going to select my location, and I'm going to left click. And it says option waypoint. I'm going to hit waypoint, and we'll call it base. Then you accept the waypoint. And then once I'm way far over here doing something, and I want to get back to my base, turn around, and it will say base. Right now it's 38.4 meters away. But it will go out for kilometers. Just to let you know. Seems like when you go to sleep, about 15 minutes of the timer on your food passes. I had some raw meat in my inventory and I went to sleep without using it. I came back and I had 1 minute left before it expired. Biofuel makes the world go round in the very beginning. There is that stinking bug again. I'm telling you, I must be like right next to a spawn point or something. Because every time I come back here, there's a new bug spawning. They all die. I was gonna make a chainsaw. Plant fibers are important, and biofuel takes 10 plant fibers. I only can make 1 fuel, which I'm gonna use for my chainsaw. That way I can cut down some more trees. And once I get a tree, I'll have a lot more plant fiber. And then you just build from there. The guns you make always come unequipped. But if you find one while you're exploring, that one will have at least 1 full clip of ammunition. So, pistol has 8 shots, or 10 shots. The pistol you find inside a cargo box will have 10 shots. Time to wage wars against these pesky bugs that keep on respawning and attacking me. I have a shotgun now. Oh, 3, that's impressive. Loot it, shit def, get everything. See if there's any more in the area. Haha, another one. Sweet. And another. If you don't reload your weapon, it automatically reloads itself. But that can be kind of bad in a situation where you're fighting a bunch of people and you don't have ammo and they start attacking you. I always try to remember as soon as I'm done shooting my enemies, R to reload. And die. Missed. You can hold on the right mouse button and kind of zoom in a little bit and get a better shot. Another one bites dust. Well, I'm out of spice, but I have some raw meat. And since raw meat doesn't last very long, I'm gonna go ahead and make some grilled steaks. They don't last nearly as long, but they give you a lot more food than would a standard salami. Eat this meat up before it goes bad. Steaks are awesome if you need a lot of food and you want to use, you don't have anything to preserve your food. 4 steaks, I'm over full hunger. Alright, and here I have a berry tree. They're very hard to see sometimes. Berries aren't really that valuable, but you can make a few things with them. By far, fruit is a better option. Alright, now we have a chainsaw. Let's go down and chop down some trees. Same thing with a chainsaw. You have to push the R once you make it to reload it with your biofuel. It's a good way to keep yourself fueled up in early game. That's what I'm going for right now. Wood is nice early on in the game. In fact, in a multiplayer game, I gotta go back down to the planet so that I can gather some more trees because I'm out of trees to make things. Doesn't seem like it's very important, but carbon filtrate seems to be very important in a lot of different things. Alright, that should be good, I think, for now. It should give me enough to at least give my HV some fuel once I bring it in. Where is my... Say that's why I marked it. It tends to disappear unless you have it marked. Bandages are also pretty important early game. I mean, they're good in general. They cover things like open wound, broken leg, closed fracture, and open fracture. But the thing I find them most useful for is as an early healing tool. They will heal you for 150 HP. Health pack is only 250, but much harder to make. Although I want to make an HV that is capable of mining, I think at this point in time, I just want an HV to get around. That can be a small mold base. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Recon HV and use that as a temporary base. I'm also going to take as many of these ores as I can and convert them to ingots. And by doing that, once it produces ingots, you can push tab, you can go to ship, you can go to factory, and you put the ingots in your inventory, and then you can drag them over to here, and it will give you all the necessary resources you need to build whatever you're trying to build. Also works really well if you have weight restrictions on. Just have some kind of big vehicle that you want to potentially build, and you can throw all the stuff you can't carry inside that. The nice thing about it is those resources are in your factory. They don't have to be used for the whatever vehicle you had chosen. That way you can have a large basis of resources to use to spawn ships in. Alright, so I don't have many resources. I haven't done that much gathering. But I'm going to take what I do have, put it in my inventory, and I'm going to put it into the factory. I'm also going to make some carbon substrate, because that's needed in a lot of things. That takes plant fibers and stone dust. Stone dust comes from rocks that you find, and plant fibers come from trees. And then I think I'm also going to use some more biofuel so that when I can bring in my HV, I'll have a fuel source to make it drivable. Start exploring. Now let's go back to my factory by pushing factory. I want Recon 1, so I'm going to click Recon 1. I'm going to go to factory, and I'm going to take my copper ingots, drop them, and I'm going to take my iron ingots and drop them. Take my silicon and drop it. And as you can see, it's starting to fill in what I need to build the ship. And it doesn't hurt if you put in extra. It just means that you have that much extra for whatever you're going to build next. And once it's green, then I know that I have that resources I need to build that part of the ship. Also, another good tip is you can take thrusters and different things you find at POIs, and you can throw them into your factory, and that will drastically cut down on the production time of whatever vehicle you're trying to build. To the point where you can have a 12, 14, 16, 18 hour build and make it 1 second. And you also can build multiple things. If I was to build something, you'll see up here I have all my blueprints. Up with the blueprints it will say objects ready to spawn in. And you can have multiple objects ready to spawn in stored there. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and leave any comments from whether you might have. Also, if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. I know a lot about the game, but there is still some I don't know. Thank you for watching. Till next time.